California Dems are out of touch, and the voters need to wake up.
I think for all of us, back to when we were children, when you learn about prisons, one of the things that you know as a kid, particularly in men's prisons, is that people were getting raped. That you know that as a kid, just societally, culturally, and that is an absolute indictment on the prison systems throughout this country, that children know that about our prisons, that folks who are incarcerated are getting raped.
Things that make you go, Scott Wiener just explained to us that even children understand that rape happens in prison, but yet Wiener thinks that it's okay to put fully intact men in prisons with women, where women are most vulnerable and have no way out and are left to fend for themselves. In the background, due to Plata versus the state from a decade ago, the state was told to start minimizing the population in prisons. And what did they go to? They went to closing prisons. They went to making offenses from felonies to misdemeanors to put people back in county jails. And they have completely changed the point system so that we can early release these monsters back onto the street. For example, we have Quarles, Wakefield, and Short, 3 high-profile rapists that should still be sitting in prison that are now walking the streets of San Diego because Gavin Newsom allowed it. Gavin Newsom, the same person who his wife and him are saying that they back survivors and they stand with survivors. To Gavin Newsom, I have one request. Sit with the victims. Sit with the victims of the monsters that you returned back to the streets. Explain to the public why public safety is not your concern. It should be your top priority, but it's not. If your blood isn't boiling yet, it will be. Gavin Newsom, the Dems, have created loopholes for monsters who torment, abuse, and murder babies. Like this one here, who now goes by Allie, murdered his daughter in a rage, a drug-fueled rage, and he is
father who killed his nearly 2-year-old daughter back in 2013 has been granted parole. Herbert Brown, who now identifies as a woman, was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison for killing his daughter. Back in 2013, Brown was arrested at his home after police found Brown's 22-month-old toddler unresponsive with visible injuries to her body. She died a short time later. Investigators said there were signs that she'd been abused. Herbert Brown, now 41 and going by the name of Allie Hazel Brown, has served 12 years and is currently at a state prison in Corcoran. This week, the board affirmed the decision to grant Brown parole.
It's time for a change. It's time for accountability and responsibility.